Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the chilling world of unsolved crimes that will haunt you forever. These cases remain a mystery, leaving behind a trail of questions and eerie tales. So, grab your detective hats, dim the lights, and get ready to explore the dark side of history. From cryptic ciphers to mysterious disappearances, we'll be unraveling the enigma of these unsolved cases. We're talking about cases that have captivated the world for decades, leaving investigators scratching their heads and armchair detectives piecing together clues. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be intrigued because things are about to get creepy. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future deep dives into the unknown. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the chilling world of unsolved crimes that will haunt you forever. These cases remain a mystery, leaving behind a trail of questions and eerie tales. Okay, let's start with a case that's practically synonymous with unsolved mysteries, the Zodiac Killer. This case has fascinated and terrified people for decades, becoming a dark legend in the annals of criminal history. This case is like the OG of creepy unsolved mysteries. It's the kind of story that keeps you up at night, wondering about the mind behind the madness. Active in Northern California in the late 1960s and early 70s, the Zodiac Killer was a nightmare come to life. He didn't just kill, he created an atmosphere of fear and suspense that gripped the entire region. This wasn't just a murderer, this was a showman. He craved attention and reveled in the terror he spread. He terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, claiming the lives of at least 5 people, although he boasted of many more. His arrogance and confidence were as chilling as his crimes. But here's the thing that really sets the Zodiac apart. He loved to play games with the police. He wasn't content with just committing crimes. He wanted to be the puppet master, pulling the strings and watching the chaos unfold. We're talking creepy letters, cryptic ciphers, and even pieces of clothing sent as trophies. Each letter was a taunt, a challenge to the authorities to catch him if they could. He taunted authorities with coded messages, claiming they held the key to his identity. These ciphers were like twisted puzzles, each one more complex and baffling than the last. Imagine being a detective on this case, your desk piled high with these bizarre, taunting letters. The pressure to solve these riddles must have been overwhelming. The pressure to decipher his riddles, to stop him before he could strike again, must have been immense. Every unsolved cipher was a ticking time bomb, a reminder of the killer's next potential move, and the creepiest part. Some of those ciphers remain unsolved to this day. They sit in archives, haunting reminders of a case that still eludes complete understanding. Can you imagine the frustration, the feeling of being so close but just out of reach? It's a mental and emotional strain that few can comprehend. It's like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. Every piece you find brings you closer, but the picture is never complete. The Zodiac case is a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved, leaving us forever wondering who is behind the mask and what secrets those ciphers hold. It's a story that continues to captivate and horrify, a dark chapter in the history of crime that refuses to close. Now let's talk about a case that's shrouded in Hollywood glamour and gruesome details, the Black Dahlia murder. This one takes us back to 1947, to the heart of Hollywood's golden age. Imagine a young, aspiring actress, Elizabeth Short, full of dreams and ready to take on the world, but her life was tragically cut short, her body discovered in a vacant lot, posed in a way that still sends chills down your spine. The brutality of the murder shocked even the most hardened detectives. Elizabeth Short's body was found severed at the waist, her face slashed into a grotesque grin. The press dubbed her the Black Dahlia, a nickname that's both haunting and sadly ironic. The case quickly became a media sensation, with newspapers plastering her photos and the gruesome details across their front pages. Everyone was talking about it, speculating about who could have committed such a horrific crime. Was it a jealous lover, a scorned suitor, or someone far more sinister lurking in the shadows of Tinseltown? Despite numerous suspects and countless theories, the Black Dahlia case remains cold. The killer was never found, leaving a dark stain on the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. It's a reminder that even in the brightest of spotlights, darkness can lurk, and some stories never get their Hollywood ending. Chapter 3. The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann, a family vacation turned nightmare. Get ready to have your heart broken because this next case is every parent's worst nightmare. It's the story of Madeleine McCann, a 3-year-old girl who vanished from her family's vacation apartment in Portugal in 2007. Picture this. You're on vacation enjoying the sun and the beach when suddenly, your world is turned upside down. That's exactly what happened to the McCann family. Madeline was sleeping in the apartment while her parents dined with friends at a nearby restaurant. They checked on the children periodically, but when they went to check on Madeline one last time, she was gone. Vanished. The image of that empty bed, the toys left untouched, is enough to make anyone's blood run cold. The disappearance of Madeline McCann sent shockwaves around the world. How could a child just vanish into thin air? Theories swirled. Was it a stranger abduction, a planned kidnapping, or was someone closer to the family involved? Despite numerous leads, extensive searches, and international attention, Madeline's whereabouts remain a mystery. The case continues to haunt investigators and the public alike, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of innocence and the enduring power of hope in the face of unimaginable tragedy. Chapter 4. The JonBenet Ramsey Case, a child beauty queen and a mystery that endures. This next case takes us deep into the heart of a family tragedy that captivated the nation and continues to haunt us to this day. It's the story of JonBenet Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty queen found dead in the basement of her family's home in Boulder, Colorado, in 1996. Her death shocked the community and left a lasting impact on the nation. Imagine the scene Christmas Day, a time for joy and celebration, shattered by an unthinkable discovery. The Ramsey family, who had been preparing for a festive holiday, was plunged into a nightmare. JonBenet, a bubbly little girl with a bright smile, was gone. Her presence, once a source of light and happiness, was now a haunting memory. Her parents found a ransom note, a bizarre and rambling message demanding a specific amount of money. The note was filled with strange details and inconsistencies that baffled investigators. But as the hours ticked by, a horrifying truth emerged. The ransom note was just the beginning of a series of perplexing events. JonBenet's body was discovered in the basement, hidden away in a windowless room. The discovery was a devastating blow to her family and the community. The image of this beautiful child dressed in her pageant attire, found lifeless in her own home, is a gut punch. It was a stark contrast to the vibrant life she had lived. It's a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly perfect lives. The Ramsey home, once a place of warmth and love, now held a chilling secret. The investigation into JonBenet's death was highly publicized and riddled with missteps. From the mishandling of evidence to the conflicting theories, the case was fraught with complications. Suspicion fell on the parents, the media scrutiny was relentless, and the case became a media circus. The intense public interest only added to the family's anguish. Despite years of investigation, no one has ever been charged with JonBenet's murder. The case remains a source of endless speculation and debate. The case remains unsolved, a chilling reminder that sometimes the truth is more elusive than we'd like to believe. It stands as one of the most perplexing and heartbreaking mysteries in modern history. Chapter 5. The Hinterkaifeck Murders, an axe and an unsolved mystery in the German countryside. Let's journey back in time to 1922, to a remote farmstead in Bavaria, Germany, where a gruesome discovery sent shockwaves through the community. This was a time when rural life was simple yet isolated, and the news of such a horrific event was both rare and terrifying. This is the story of the Hinterkaifeck murders, a chilling tale of a family brutally slain in their own home. The Gruber family, consisting of Andreas, his wife Kazilia, their daughter Victoria, and her 2 children, lived a quiet life on their farm. Imagine the isolation of a farmstead, miles from the nearest town, surrounded by fields and forests. The nearest neighbors were far enough away that cries for help would go unheard. Now, imagine that peace shattered by an unspeakable act of violence. The tranquility of the countryside was forever marred by the events that unfolded on that fateful night. The Gruber family, along with their maid, were found dead in the barn, brutally murdered with a pickaxe. The scene was gruesome, with signs of a violent struggle evident everywhere. The killer then entered the house and killed the family's youngest child and the maid's daughter who had arrived earlier that day. The brutality extended to every corner of the household, leaving no one spared. The brutality of the crime, the fact that the killer remained on the farm for several days after the murders, is the stuff of nightmares. The killer even tended to the livestock and ate meals in the family's kitchen, adding a chilling layer to the already horrifying events. It's like something out of a horror movie, except this time, it was all too real. The community was left in a state of shock and fear, unable to comprehend the evil that had visited their quiet corner of the world. Despite a thorough investigation, the case went cold. The police interviewed numerous suspects, but no one was ever charged with the crime. Rumors and speculation ran rampant in the nearby villages. Some believed it was a vengeful neighbor, others thought it might be a drifter passing through. Who could have committed such a heinous act? Theories ranged from personal vendettas to supernatural explanations, each more outlandish than the last. Was it a robbery gone wrong, a personal vendetta? The lack of clear motive only deepened the mystery, or something even more sinister. Some whispered about dark rituals and hidden secrets that the family might have been involved in. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain unsolved to this day, a chilling reminder that even in the quietest corners of the world, darkness can lurk, and some secrets are buried deep. The farmstead has since been abandoned, standing as a silent testament to the horrors that once occurred there, a place where the past refuses to rest. Well, there you have it. 5 unsolved mysteries that continue to baffle and intrigue us. These cases remind us that sometimes, the truth remains elusive, leaving behind more questions than answers. But that's part of what makes them so fascinating, right? The mystery, the unanswered questions, the desire to know what really happened. It's like a puzzle you can't put down, even though you know you might never find all the pieces. Thanks for watching. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more chilling content. Let us know in the comments which unsolved crime haunts you the most. Until next time, stay curious, stay spooked, and remember, the truth is out there, somewhere.